Hi everybody, welcome to the first episode of the Nameless Magic Show. I know you're probably wondering, what the hell am I doing here? I haven't been around for the last 4 weeks to get you guys your previews. Truth is I hit a brick wall that is called college. And it was the week before finals and finals week. So I pretty much had to divorce myself from anything fun or interesting and study. But I'm back now. And today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 cards from Avacyn Restored. These are cards that I've actually personally played with, so there are some cards that would probably be on here, I just haven't had the opportunity to use yet. Some of these cards would be Entry to the Angels, Temporal Mastery, and Tameo, I think are the ones that are just out there that I can think of off the top of my head, maybe Terminus. So we're going to start this list. This is really in no particular order, just kind of the order that I'll draw them off my my hand of cards here. So first two we're going to talk about are these, we'll call these at the number 5 slot. The mana fixers of Cavern of Souls, Abundant Growth. Okay, Abundant Growth, it's an enchant land that lets you draw a card, and you can tap the enchanted land for any color, makes any card or any land any color. And the other card, probably the best card in the set, which is your Cavern of Souls, which mine, I have 6 of them. One of them is foil, and it's for trade if you're interested. What it does is you tap it. You can tap it for a colorless, or when you play it, you choose a creature type. You can tap it for the chosen creature type, and if it was spent that way, the creature can't be countered. Originally, I thought I broke Vexing Devil, because I'm like, wait a second. If you pick Devils, does Cavern of Souls make it so you can't spend 4 life to counter it? And it didn't work. I didn't read Vexing Devil right, and yeah, I felt like an idiot. However, a really good combination I've noticed over my decks playing is I have a deck that runs 4 caverns and 3 abundance, is when you combine them. You play one on top of the other. That way, you know, the second tap ability for your Cavern of Souls, where it's with the creatures, that's really good. But if you're dealing with spells and stuff, it's kind of an iffy land, because you only get to add colorless, where if you put this on there, you can tap it for any color, making it pretty much the closest thing to the ultimate mana fixing card / control killer there is. So that's the first one. Number 4, we'll call it, on my list is, god dang it, my nose itches, is the Angel of Glory's Rise. That's what it's called. It's 2 white, 5 colorless, exile, it's 4/6 I think, exiles all zombies and returns all creatures from the graveyard to the battlefield. So it's the reverse zombie apocalypse. I use that card in a Frights deck, where you use like Faithless Looting, Mulch, and Barrier Rights to bring back your Angel of Glory's Rise, sorry, I can't say that word, or that name. Then that brings back all your humans, which are in your graveyard, which the deck uses, like Heroes of Bladehold, Huntmasters, Champs, Blade Splicers, I think I have in there still. They might have got pulled. But the deck works really well. I'm still trying to figure out the top end of it. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go with Crater Hooffoot Behemoths or Avacyn is kind of the end game, another end game for it. But that's not what this video is about. I'm going to probably be doing a deck tech on that video. Maybe later this week, maybe next week. Oh, but I do want to try to get another video about this week, though. Maybe I'll do my underrated cards of the set. So, number 3 is Restoration Angel. I love this card, to be dead honest. It's just, the ability for it is so mean. You can it's a 3/4 for 4. You can flash it out to flicker something. Now, I've used this card. I used this card in a Soulbound deck where I flickered or flashed it in, Soulbound it with a Wolfear Silverheart, and Wolfear Silverheart became an 8/8, killed, I think I traded it for Grizzlebrand. No, that's not right. I did something with it, and it was stupid, and it worked out amazing. I can't think what it was, though, now. God dang it. Regardless. Mean card. Also prevents kind of a way to counterspell stuff a little bit. Make it so you play it in, you flicker out their target, then it's not going to die. So that's that one. Now, speaking of Wolfear Silverheart, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Wolfear. 5 mana for a vanilla 4/4 with Soulbound. Oh wait, he gives everything else he gives whatever he's Soulbound with +4/+4. I have 3 of them, and I built the Soulbound deck, and I Soulbound 2 of these together. It ends up being 2 12/12s. Yeah, it was neat. That's all I'm really gonna say. This card is it's been so amazing, and when I was watching the Pro Tour, they were talking about this card sales, how it started out at like $3, I think it was $3 American dollars. Then all of a sudden it kept selling, so they upped it to like $6, and then $9, and then it was just sold out. So I think that really shows how good a card is, that it's a deck rare and it's still going for almost $10. I mean, the only other card I can think of off the top of my head that were deck rares that were super expensive is Jitte, which is, I think, in my opinion, is the best artifact or best equipment card in the game. But regardless, enough with him. Time for my number 1, which is Bonfire the Damned. This card, it's XX in a red. And then you deal X damage to opponents' creatures and target player. And then you can miracle it for an X in a red. I'm trying to figure, like, this card, it is really good in every way possible. I'm still trying to figure out the one big thing I'm trying to talk to myself about is whether or not it's better than Entreat of the Angels. I think those are the number 1 and number 2 miracle cards. I mean, Temporal Mastery's great. Not quite as good as that. Thunder's Wrath is good. I think you go number 3 with that. I think that's the number 3 behind those 2. So, what do you guys think is better? Do you think Entreat the Angels is better or Bonfire the Damned is better? I kind of like to hear opinions on it, because I'm not sure myself. But now on to next week, or next video I'm either going to do, depending if I get my decks back, I'm going to do a deck tech on my Angel Glory's Rise Fright deck, or I'm going to do my top 5 underrated cards of the set, which I think is going to be a neat list, because there's a lot of good cards on there. Or I'm going to be talking about a really neat combo and maybe if I do the underrated cards, I'll talk about a really neat combo that I thought of with one of them. So, if you like this video, thumb it up, good stuff. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great too. If you ever want to talk about Magic in general, hit me up on here. I'm always for a good discussion on stuff. And if there's any cards that you think should be in here that I didn't put in here, let me know, and we'll see. Maybe I'll do another list sometime. Of maybe after a couple months after I played more cards from the set, I'll get a better feel for some stuff. And if you're interested in Cavern of Souls, I have 2 of them. Once again, one's foil. Gotta love $60 foil cards. Hit me up. So thanks. Bye.